came from the black where the stars won't shine, with a heart full of rage and a thirst for brine. They say sunk kings with a grin on his face, and carved his name into time and space. Ho! Ho! Raise up the sails, let the devil decide. We follow the sins of the crimson tide. Hey! Rum in our blood and fire in our stride. We sail with the sins of the crimson tide. Hey! We plunder the gold and we burn the flags. We answer to none but the wind and the rags. No heaven awaits us, no land we call home, just the roll of the sea and the crash of the foam. Ho! Ho! Raise up the sails, let the devil decide. We follow the sins of the crimson tide. Hey! Rum in our blood and fire in our stride. We sail with the sins of the crimson tide. Hey! So if ye should see that red lantern glow, and a shadowed ship in the moon's low throw, say a prayer, lad, and run or hide. You've met the sins of the crimson tide. Raise, ho, ho, ho. Hey! Raise up the sails, let the devil decide. We follow the sins of the crimson tide. Rum in our blood and fire in our stride. We sail with the sins of the crimson tide. There's a whisper that rides on the ocean wind, of a ship with no law and a captain named Sin. His eyes burn red like...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Hope you all are doing well. So 7.4 came out, and so we'll be playing Final Fantasy XIV today. Continuing the story and new dungeons and all that. So this is one of my favorite MMOs, and so I will always come back to this game, hands down, every single time. It would help if I had the game unmuted. Here we go. You guys can hear the awesome music that I am. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. New phantom jobs are available on the Occult Crescent. New items are also available for purchase from Expedition. Okay. Tuning to all Aetherite shards until you will now unlock the Phantom Village as an Aetherite. Oh, nice. Fantastic. So I don't have to go to that stupid thing anymore. Amazing. All right. I do need to see... Well, these are replicas, right? They are now, of course, the, whatchamacallit. What am I doing? All right. So, holometry was discontinued. Mathematics now has no more cap. And now, mnemonics are the new tomes. As with every patch, new tomes. Old tomes out, new tomes in. Okay, no worries. I do like that now any class can use any armor. So now we don't have to do armor-specific classes. Any class can use any armor set. So that's cool. That's neat. All right, let's continue our story here with Wind's Fall. I already started it, so then I realized I should probably stream this because that'd be a great idea. And so here we go. Stream. While I eat my oatmeal cookie. Yum yums. Heading into the back room. Yes, heading into the back room. Take me to super secret back room. Now. Hail. What news, Commanding? Can't imagine you brought an entourage along simply to say hello. That eager to be on their way, are they? I'll join you. I owe them thanks on behalf of Oblivion and all. There I thought you would be protest against being partied. I am curious to see what emerges once everything blah 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 blah. I'd read it, but I can't read. As unlike your friends, Containment Complex 1029 isn't going anywhere. In other words, we don't need to be getting any answers today. Afraid not. It's going to be quite a while yet. Then we shall depart for Tuliol, forthwith. Even Lamashi's strength has its limits. I think that's what he said. Without further delay, then. Get my tea. All right. Speak with Aaronville at Tide Harbor. Totally yo. Weren't we just there? We were literally just there. I'm pretty sure we were. I think I went the wrong way. I did. Turn around and go this way. Oh, this is Wandering Minstrel. Oh, okay. Holy crap. Can you tell it's patch day? Everybody and their mothers here. Look at this. Look at this crap. I wish you all would not make such a fuss. I'm not fond of emotional partings. At least Alphino and Alizé were considerate enough to inform me of their plans in advance by link pearl. Some people we know would have burst out of a crate mid-voyage. In any event, I shall wait here until they finish their preparations. Okay, now what? I wish I could wait at the meeting point, but the meeting point is now covered by everybody else. What I hate about this game is that everybody stands on it. I'm just going to stand on it too. I'm going to make it more difficult for people, since they want to make it difficult for me. How's that sound?
There they are.
You look well. No lingering effects, then?
Ah, I'm hale as ever. And busy with work.
I imagine there's no shortage of affairs to put in order. Are Kona and Galulja faring well?
Kona is off to survey our nation and its peoples. He wants to consult with local representatives and hear their thoughts on our policies. And Galulja's really taken to his training. I feel like he's been spending more time with the Landsguard than me lately.
Standing here, I cannot help but remember the day of our arrival in Tuliolo. The rite of succession feels so long ago.
We knew not of what would happen between my father and Zorolja, nor of Alexandria and its queen. It was to aid a naive claimant that you came to Tural. But you've done so much more for me. For the entire nation of Tuliyollal. We owe you a greater debt than we can ever repay. But that doesn't mean we can't
You can
try.
give me Gil. Buttload of
Ever
Gil.
you need an ally. We'll stand with you.
Nah, I'd rather have Gil.
Allow me to echo that sentiment. Not only were you kind to me when I awakened a stranger in my own land, you extended your grace to Alexandria again and again. And on behalf of myself and my people, thank you for curing the ailment that for centuries tormented us.
I'll look forward to our next visit. I'm sure we'll have exciting stories to share with one another.
Ever since I introduced you to Wuklamat, you've faced no end of hardships. Many of them her fault. Yet I feel no remorse, only gratitude. For without your aid, I would not have had the chance to say goodbye. Nor vowed to explore every corner of the world. To see what we haven't seen. Shall we?
Okay, bye.
Rest assured, upon arriving, we shall make it a priority to visit Tataru and assuage her myriad fears.
That's good.
I expect the sight of you two will be a balm for her worry-laden heart.
Safe journey, and remember to enjoy it.
Give my regards to Oblivion. And thank you for all you did for my mother.
Come back soon!
Take care!
This is lame. Give me Gil. Give me a new mount.
That was a proper send-off. Time to get back to it.
Back to what?
Duty ever calls for she who loves her realm.
Right? Though, if you need a break, you're always welcome to visit Tuliyollal. I'll give you the grand tour. I guess they're really over. Your adventures in Tural.
Thank gosh. We're over. Let's move on to bigger and better things.
I'll remember our time together for the rest of my days.
Aha! Power resolve spot! spotted!
The Lance Guard is looking for you. It's sparring time!
Oh, good thing you're here then. Can't miss that.
So let's go already! Everyone's waiting to see the vow resolve in action!
Sorry, I have to go. Till next time.
And thus do they take to the winds.
To follow their own paths and their hearts, as they should.
Yay! Into the Mist. That's a weird introduction for Into the Mist. Kind of wondering how they're... Haven't seen anything that says Into the Mist. Let's see, with the winds. Where are we going now? Oh. Now it's our turn to take the next step. Question is, in what direction? And that is a matter I should like to discuss with you. Tenacity. I'll take that. Girl has a proposal to make. All right. If I may, I think it prudent to discuss our future plans elsewhere. We are liable to hinder the dock workers here if we linger. I mean, just say it. It's a super secret squirrel stuff. Got it.
Tis truly a beautiful place to roll.
An endless ocean and ever-changing sky. First time I saw them, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was like I was walking among images from our oldest records. And beyond that horizon are more lands and more people. That one I still struggle to imagine.
We ourselves hail from beyond that horizon, in fact. Rather, most of us do. I merely thought I did. Oh, that's right. I can only imagine how it must have felt to learn you're a native of our world. The fact that I wasn't born in the land where I've spent most of my life has taken time to sink in. 'Twas not until I met my parents in living memory that the truth of my origin began to feel real. Your experience is not unlike mine. When first I awoke, the realm everyone spoke of sounded nothing like my own. I had to walk its streets, live and breathe it, before I could accept and embrace my new reality. And for me to embrace mine, I need to learn more about my people, the Milala. We should come upon more information in the course of studying the key, but as Shale's investigation of the containment complex is still ongoing, would you mind if we sought a different avenue of inquiry into the history of the Ninth?
I have no objection. What we learn will deepen our understanding of the broader picture.
Agreed. My curiosity extends well beyond our duty to assess Ascian influence.
Interesting.
If it is knowledge of the ninth's past you seek, I have an idea where to begin.
Where?
Alexandria was originally part of a landmass known as the Mist Continent.
Into the mist.
This
That's where it
continent
is.
has been left in ruins in the wake of the storm surge, with Alexandria the sole nation to survive the devastation.
The calamity of lightning that ravaged the world.
Aye. Per the sources we recovered from the Underkeep, though the conflict between nations was destructive in its own right, it was Levin that dealt the final blow.
No place was spared its fury, and all was chaos in the castle town. We tried to evacuate the people in airships, Otis, the knights and I, but we couldn't save everyone. Those who survived gathered within the barrier, and we took in as many foreign refugees as we could. Yet, despite the dangerous environment, our system showed that there were some few souls who ventured outside the barrier, into the lands beyond.
Beyond? But we thought that was impossible. I was under the impression the star was scoured of life, that man could not survive outside the barrier.
Going by the records, the storm surge extended to every corner of the world. Nothing and nowhere was spared. If anyone did survive out there, it would have been an unimaginable trial.
And yet, those people must have been going somewhere. What if there was a refuge? A place that weathered the storm surge and rebuilt over the intervening 4 centuries?
It's plausible.
Alexandria's displacement to the source, we had neither cause nor opportunity to survey the remainder of the continent.
Living memory remains physically in the ninth. If we seek a means of egress other than the portal connecting it to Alexandria, perhaps it might lead us to the Mist Continent.
Living memory was not transported here despite being a top Everkeep, in which case, it may have been a physically independent space all along.
Meaning, another point of egress could well exist.
And if it does, someone has to be maintaining it. The mechanical soldiers, for instance.
Shall we have a chat with them and see what they know?
Yes. Want to get to the next dungeon.
Please, Your Majesty. Will you accompany us? If we do land upon the Mist Continent, I would feel much more assured with you at our side.
Oh, you just want me to kill things. I got it. Can do. I would hate to see you obliterated by some lightning beast.
As would I. Let us make every effort to ensure none of us suffer such a dreadful fate.
Let's go. Is it dungeon time? Hell yeah. Come on. I wonder if they gave us 1 dungeon or 2. I don't look at the patch notes on purpose because I'd like to figure that stuff out on my own, right? Shale. Now that that's settled, I'd best be off. I still need to check for decryption errors periodically, so I can only step away for so long. With luck, I'll have plenty to share the next time we meet. Until then. The rest of us make ready for potential foray to meet the Laynode Nemo. Level 10, that's cute. Sphene. Let's talk Sphene. I gotta read again. This clerk has made itself available to answer our questions. Clerk PX0093, if you wished to descend into the service from here, how would that typically do so? The memory is currently detached from Everkeep. It is operating independently while supported by its aerial suspension systems. Thus, both lift and Leonid-based transit is currently unavailable. I apologize for the inconvenience. But its ability to remain aloft, perhaps living memory was never intended to function as a state indefinitely. If so, we're out of luck. Not necessarily. Lifts and lanodes were likely the preferred methods of transportation, but that does not preclude the existence of others. In the event of emergency, how would one evacuate this facility? Consulting emergency systems. Living memory as airship remains prepared to deploy should evacuation necessary. Would Your Majesty like to appropriate it? An airship? Let's do it. Yes, please, as soon as possible. The Majesty's orders, the vessel can be ready for launch without delay. Allow me a moment to execute the bypass protocols. Safety test has been successfully completed, setting the gate for remembrance as initial destination. Vessel is en route. Is that my ship? It was purpose-built for living memory. However, it is modded after the vessel Your Majesty used during the Storm Surge era. A replica. Still, it does me good to see it. I will deploy the gangway for boarding. This way, please. In order to reach the surface, we must pass through storm clouds, and I advise you to brace for turbulence. So we're literally just going down into the midst of where Alexandria is, below the storm clouds. Okay. The ward Alize gave me is reacting. Though not an extent of the 13th, the etheric imbalance here is severe indeed. It does serve to impress upon the marvel of the barrier. The lightning in heritage found is tame by comparison. A land where Levin reigns? A sobering sight to say the least, but I shan't turn back now that we've come this far. There are no structures nor any other signs of survivors that I can see. I suspect the crater made this area unsuitable for habitation due to the increased risk of flooding. Then we should look further afield. In which direction do you think we might find settlement? We're at the edge of Alexandrian territory now. The closest city would be Treno, should it survive. As a city-state built on the harbor, it was just a nexus of trade. It reminded me, neutral throughout the war, we Alexandrians always felt fortunate to have it in our neighborhood, so to speak. Not unlike our Razad Han. Ah, yes, Alphino has spoken of Razad Han before. It's near the Southern Sea Isles in Malila homeland, correct? Funnily, though, it was also Treno where the Malila first... They go so fast, dude. What the hell? Now I don't even feel like reading it, because I've already missed it. Hey, time to go walking. I don't even know where I'm at. Where am I on this map? There we go. This tunnel appears intact. That's good to know. Glad it appears intact. Though we have no way of knowing what it's like further in. Mind you, stay alert for beasts as well. Given the barren surrounds, they're surely ravenous. Ooh, this is the dungeon. So where are we going to go in here with NPCs? So we're going to do these dungeons with NPCs because I mean, it might take longer to do, folks, but I think it's more enjoyable. I'll be on a tank, I guess. I don't know. What's the, ooh, excuse me. I don't know. What do I want to go in as? A healer? What am I missing? Odd. Oh, there it is. You know what? Let's do it with other people. It'll probably be faster with other people. And I'll go on my warrior, because my warrior will probably... That's a 5-minute wait, it says. Oh, is it only one dungeon again? Interesting. Anyway, let's see Fantasia. Come on. I wonder if it's really going to take that long. That's not what I wanted. See if we got any friends playing. No friends. Sad face. Well, we don't need any of that because we're not leveling right now. There we go. Ring a ding ding. Oh, waiting on 1 DPS. Come on, DPS. There you go. Cutscene? Yeah. Nope. I forgot how much easier it was to DPS on a warrior. Or not DPS, I'm sorry. Tank on a warrior. I always like to tell people it's my first time in dungeons so they don't have like expectations that I've done this before, you know? Yeah, first boss. Time to see how this first boss plays out. Alright, clearly we're gonna have to hide behind these things for some type of mechanic. Ah. Hide behind rock. That dude's dead. It's almost like he doesn't even care about the mechanics. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't have DPS. When they stand on all the mechanics. One guy's new, but the rest of them destroyed everything. Yep, now we're all stuck. Now we're all dead. Awesome. Yep. Died on the first boss of a new dungeon. So it's like a light DPS check is what I'm telling chat. Because he automatically targets these things. So if we don't DPS fast enough, come on, dude. Come on. This way. Does he not follow? Come on, man. He doesn't leave the center. This is stupid. Want somebody else wants to LB? Thank you. Wee. Oh crap. I'll wait for the rest of my party. You must gather your party before venturing forth. I don't want that. I can't use that either. You myself, baby. This is gonna be fun. Okay, I guess we gotta go behind him on that. Good to know. Oh, where the opening is. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where the opening is. I'm confused. Oh no. Our healer's dead. Oh. Alright, just chilling. I'm gonna restart it so that we can all do it. It's no fun to sit here and do it for 30 minutes by myself. I could probably fight them by myself. Those warriors are great like that, but I don't want to waste anybody's time. Especially don't want to waste my time. And I'd rather just wipe it and do it again. How's that guy still getting hit? Like, I don't even know what's going on. Bro, that healer just stands in it. Like, I don't. I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand the thought process that people have. It's just mind-boggling sometimes. Got a single piece of tank here. That's amazing. A Treno citizen. Holy crap! Who in the world are they? I mean, thanks. I thought I was going to be able to fight this guy right here, but I guess not. Thanks for the help. Yeah, of course. Ooh. Just DPS, Sage. I can heal myself. I got this. How is the healer getting damaged? This bird looks ugly as fook. Ugly. Mapping around Mistway. What's this dude doing? Come on, man. Undergust Griffin. An ugly bird, man. Nice. I don't know what this does. Does it push us away? Yeah, it does push us away. God, this healer, dude, this healer's eating so much shit, bro. I'm wondering what that tornado is supposed to do. Did it just trick us? What the? Am I lagging? I think I'm lagging. Yeah, I am lagging. Yep, I got timed out. Of course I did. Well, I know it's not me because I have fiber internet and we haven't lost connection. So it's 100% their server. I hate this Final Fantasy 14 sometimes. They're so stupid. How can your servers be this shit? Like, I don't understand. The launch of Yawntrail was smoother than this, and I took like 2-3 days off of work for Yawntrail when it first came out. Yeah, and it was way smoother than this crap. Look at that. Players in queue, 479. What kind of shit? Let's see what crap Final Fantasy 14 has to say. Let's go to my Discord. See if they've said anything. Nope, nothing but maintenance. They said nothing but the updates for 7.4. That's it. Server is currently congested. Why'd you kick me out? I was in a damn dungeon. I don't care if your server's congested, you piece of crap. You shouldn't kick out people who are currently doing things. Especially since I pay for this damn thing. Just like everybody else. If I was already in, they should wait, because I was already there. First come, first serve. It's the way it works. Especially if everybody pays for it. In the middle of a dungeon that they just dropped for content. Wasting my time. Boss Beatdown, what's up, man? Thanks for hanging out, lurking, and working. I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna sit here and waste time instead of being in that dungeon that I'm gonna get kicked out for, or they're gonna vote me out because of them. I'm gonna put a trouble ticket in. Say I got vote kicked out of a dungeon, and hopefully I didn't get reported because their servers kicked me out. And then when I logged back in, put me all the way at the back. So dumb. Final Fantasy 14, where their expansions launched better than their patches. It's disgusting. Literally waited less time when the expansion dropped to log in, play games, and even when I did get kicked, I got right back in, than I am right now on a 7.4 patch. It's disgusting. Ridiculously stupid. Oh, man. Like in free MMOs and free games, when the maintenance goes down and they have to do maintenance, right? And you come back, they say, "Hey, sorry for messing up with your gameplay for doing maintenance and or a last minute maintenance update we didn't tell you about. Here's some extra goodies for us interrupting your gameplay." Final Fantasy is like, screw you. Well, sorry, it was overloaded because too many people were playing. Give us more money. Yeah, let's try this one more again, folks. Hmm. Let's fry this damn bird. Dragoon ate it, man. Yeah, we did it. Player commendation. It's a healer. Healer had a hard time learning those mechanics. I don't know why, but she did. Oh, I don't think I'm getting that roll. Yeah, I didn't think I was getting that. All right, time for cutscene. Oh, I got 2 player comms. Nice.
And the perimeter is clear. Good work, everyone. And a big thank you to our helpers, whoever you are. Now, we have a tiny bit of clearing up ahead of us. You know what to do.
Our helpers, were we being watched?
So the city endures, and it is in much better shape than expected.
Impressive, considering the destruction without. The people here must have gone to great lengths to maintain all of this.
Their barrier resembles that of Alexandria, though it is smaller in scale. And not quite as effective, if the breach we witnessed is any indication. I fear such incidents may be common here.
Thunderous heavens! It's been years since we've had visitors.
Your Lalafels! Yay!
I am Miaili, the Mayor of Treno. Allow me to welcome you to our city. And thank you for the assistance with our little monster problem just now. Might I ask your name, miss? Though I have an inkling I know it already.
But of course, I am Sphene of Alexandria.
As I thought. It truly beggars belief. I once heard the strangest of reports from one of ours who went to Alexandria, you see. That despite the intervening years, the Queen had not aged a day. And sure enough, I'd swear, you'd stepped out of an old oil portrait mere moments ago. Though you must forgive me if this takes some getting used to. It is an honor to meet you, Your Majesty. I look forward to hearing the tale from your own lips. I imagine it won't be an easy one to tell. But please. What happened to Alexandria?
I see. From your perspective, it must have looked as though we were wiped from the face of the star.
One day, we lost all contact with our people in Alexandria. Scouting parties sent to investigate reported that not only the barrier, but Alexandria itself was gone. Nary a stone to mark where it had stood.
What you must have gone through, not knowing what became of us. But know that Alexandria yet survives, albeit in a distant land. Her and her people. I can tell you the whole tale from beginning to end, but first, might I ask your permission to remain in Treno for a time?
Of course you can. You and your companions have already done us a great service, and are more than welcome to enjoy our hospitality. Now, how about we continue this at Town Hall? We needn't keep standing in the middle of the street.
I shall join them. Even with the precautions we've taken, it remains to be seen if Sphene's condition will remain stable. I suspect, however, that the rest of you would rather be out and about. Consider this my blessing.
In light of our purpose here, the tour of the city is indeed in order.
I presume you have no objection? With your permission, then. But before we go... allow me to introduce myself as well. I am Cryo, and I hope to learn more of this city and its people. Would it offend if we were to ask a few questions? Perhaps as we work alongside you, aiding you in whatever ways you may require.
You needn't fret. Treno folk are as friendly as they come. As for aid, if you're willing, you might speak with my grandson Lummel. That was his voice you heard earlier. You'll find him serving herbal remedies to the others.
Thank you for your guidance. We shall seek him out first.
Yay. All right. We are in a new city. New area we haven't explored yet. That's cool. Need to find the crystal. I don't think there is one. Oh. Heck yeah. Mount. Can't fly in here. It's unfortunate. Why isn't there our new friends? Thanks for making such short work of our foes. If you've gone to the trouble of seeking me out, I can only assume it's for a good reason. You want to help me? Odd. I'll consider it. Or anything else, though. I must insist you drink our signature remedy, Sleepless Rhapsody. Everyone's a fan. You may find it the teeniest a touch too sour for your taste, but it'll set you all right. Just tip it down your throat. Okay. Odd request. It won't hurt, you have my word, but since it's your first cup, maybe don't stray too far before you drink it. Oh, and turn your back for best results, you understand. It's a trap.
Well, what do you think? It's a traditional Malala recipe.
Sour.
Got that right. Don't worry, the tingling means it's working.
I'm put in mind of the gelatin I had at the studium. Nutritious, they assured me.
I can relate all too well. It's not unlike the syrup Leader used to make. Black as pitch and sour as sin. Though, there's no better cure for fatigue.
You know, Raha, going to bed at a reasonable hour would be the best cure.
Yeah, get some sleep instead of drinking this crap.
Oh, that's... I do feel shockingly refreshed.
Perhaps it stimulates the body's ability to process ether and hastens regenerative functions.
Indeed, it does. It also counteracts some of the effects of excess lightning, and helps to calm the nerves besides.
Which is why you serve it whenever there's a breach in the barrier.
Our Malala ancestors came from the lushest of lands, so they developed all sorts of natural remedies. We strive to carry on their traditions. And I'm sure you see why. Really hits the spot, doesn't it? Now, welcome to Treno.
Alright, now where's your crystal? So I can attune to it. I don't see one. I don't see one. No! How will I get here every time? I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? Well, I'm Lommel. That was me announcing our victory earlier, and since Grandmother sent you to help with the repairs, you'll know I'm her grandson. I'm in charge of resolving any problems the people of Eternal may have. My favorite kinds of work include taste testing, menu items, carrying medium-sized objects, searching for lost possessions of immense value. Oh, and it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh, I gotta choose. Piety, tenacity, skill speed. Let's do skill speed. You may now enter Mistwake with a party of NPC avatars. Make use of this feature. Trust, blah, blah. What? Hold on. Okay, expert unlocked. I still gotta do all those stupid things. Okay. Yes, the repairs. Are you certain you want to be put to work? You've come all the way out to visit us. You must have had more important things in mind, and you've already helped protect the city. Actually, our goal was to ascertain the present state of the Mist Continent. The whole continent? Did you come from across the sea? Not exactly. We've actually come from Alexandria. Alexandria? Are you quite sure? No, sorry. Of course you're sure. It'd be rude of me to doubt you. It's not every day we get visitors, let alone from a nation that up and vanished. I know that it must come as something of a shock, but this is our first time in Trina. We should like to get to know the city and its people. That is why we proposed lending a hand to those in need. I see. In that case, why don't you help distribute this remedy to the rest of our people? Ordinarily, everyone would have come for a cup, but the fiends made quite a mess this time. Might be a while before some can step away from their work. Never fear, though. Even if their hands are busy, they'll be more than happy to spare a few words for fascinating folks from afar. We would appreciate that. Thank you. You're the ones doing me the favor, honestly. Here, take this batch. I'll deliver some to Town Hall so you can attend to areas you haven't seen yet. Do. Alright, if we split up, we can spend more time speaking with the locals while ensuring everyone receives the remedy promptly. Could you each take a portion? Of course, I haven't had my fill of conversation yet. I have, but I'm doing it for the quest, so. I too should be glad to dole out a few servings. No. Wonderful, let me divide this up. Commanding, why don't you make the rounds of the southern part of the city? Raha and I shall tend to the north. Right, let's go and acquire some insights. Alright, to the south, folks. Little kitties are pushing me around. Yeah, little kitty cats. Yeah. Here's one. We must be one of those visitors Lamont mentioned. Odd place to be visiting, though. Drink your tea and shut up. Oh, you came to deliver a remedy. Thank you kindly. I was hauling beast carcasses in for processing and copped a good dose of discharge energy for my troubles. It brought on the living sickness. Something fierce. Still, we don't go hunting outside the barrier, so we don't want to waste any part of the creatures that find their way in. Pelts that are highly charged with lightning ether are the most valuable, of course. Tan them with the right stuff, and you can turn them into protective clothing that keeps you from getting zapped. The beast you felled will all be put to good use. Thanks again. There should be a guy like right over here. Look at that mighty monster slayer I saw earlier. It's an honor. And you brought sleepless rhapsody. Bless you. I'm dead on my feet after that battle. We don't usually have that many beasts breaking through at once. Practice keeps our skills sharp, though. So in a way, I'm glad for it, and I learned a thing or two from watching you. Oh, I can hardly wait to get to work on my grimoire. I have a number of ideas for improved something. The thoughtful application of new learning is what keeps our ancestors' magic alive and flourishing. There's a fresh face if I ever saw one. And what's that in your hand? This. Now drink it. Oh, don't mind if I do. Safety inspections take priority, but the battle doesn't feel over until I've had a cup of sleepless rhapsody. I'm proud to say that I have some small part in preparing it too. The herbs come from my very own growery. One of the greatest discoveries of our time is that seeds carried in by invading creatures can be cultivated into remarkable plants. Plants with the potential to mitigate the lightning's effects. And with as many hides as we have this time, not to mention stomachs, it's entirely possible we'll find new varieties of herbs among our harvest. Alright. Seems like fun. Now back to the center. Between all three of us, we ought to have covered every area aside from Lummel's. One of the people I spoke with asked me to pass something along to him, but he hasn't returned yet. In the meantime, shall we discuss what we've learned? Do we really have to? As long as I don't have to read, I'm down for it. Nope, I'm gonna have to read.
Fascinating.
Oh no, I don't. Yes.
I appreciate your thoroughness in recounting the details. I too learned much as I helped to treat the injured's wounds. The Malala's curative magics appear identical to Spheen's. This means that either her tutor was a Malala as well, or that the art had spread all throughout the Ninth. Then there are the symbols and tomes, which are highly reminiscent of Arcanima. If these elements indeed originated with the arcane geometries of the South Sea Isles, as in the source, 'tis curious that they have developed in so similar a manner on this shard.
Mind you don't share that with any other graduates of the Faculty of the Arcane, lest they beat you to publication.
Did you learn aught of note, Raha?
I spoke with one of Treno's storekeepers about how they obtain their supplies. Though they are few and far between, other settlements yet exist on the Mist Continent, with a rail system facilitating the flow of goods between them. Unfortunately, barrier breaches trigger an emergency failsafe on the main line, so the train is presently stopped at a midway point until operations can resume. There are also maritime routes, but they see only occasional use. Often, as now, Treno must make do with what is to hand.
In addition to this constant state of scarcity, much of Treno's populace suffers from Levin sickness, not to mention the frequent attacks on the city and the resulting casualties. Yet everyone we've spoken with seems undaunted by these hardships. They are not only surviving, they are happy in spite of it all.
Where there is life, there is hope. And when one believes in a better future, a tomorrow even the slightest bit brighter than today, there is naught to be done but build it. Until, stone by stone, the city rises.
A noble city with noble purpose.
Is aught the matter, Lummel?
I think I've dropped something and now I can't find it anywhere. I'm doomed.
Oh, is it this by chance? While I was distributing the remedy, I was asked to pass it along to you.
Yes! That's it! Yes! I'm not doomed.
Is that a tracking device?
You've a keen eye for technology. This thing picks up on the ether of the creatures that get through the barrier.
That explains how you knew when they'd been vanquished.
Exactly. It shouldn't show anything now, but I can switch it on like so.
Uh-oh, it's not working. Bro, I don't think it's working. I think it's broke. Yeah, now you broke it. Balls beat down, thanks for sticking around, man.
Oh, no, no, no!
I'm already liking this story way better than Yawntrail.
Say, how'd you like to meet my sister Ayane? She's an electrope engineer, so she knows all sorts of interesting stuff.
I take it she also built that device.
Oh yes, that's my sister. She's a genius. Everyone says so. And she won't kill me in front of other people. Probably. I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to watch her work? Maybe you can even help. It'd be, you know, edifying? Please.
He's scared.
I beg you. Please.
You need to calm down.
I suppose that's that then.
Okay. At the moment, Yanni should be waiting just past the park. Let's be off before anyone changes their mind. Okay. Past the park. So wait.
Our visitors. Thanks for lending a hand earlier, but what brings you here?
She already knows he did something. What did you do?
What did you do?
Yes.
You know that, advanced monster tracking, what's it? It may be a teeny tiny bit,
You broke it again? How many times must I tell you that we're running low on electrope? I'm an engineer, not a bloody miracle worker.
Dang.
I beg your forgiveness. I'm on my knees and everything, see?
That's an impressive flip.
And since we have guests, can't you let it slide? Just this once?
Damn.
He dragged you here just so I wouldn't tan his hide, didn't he? You'd never believe he's the elder sibling. I'm so sorry.
Please, don't be. We're glad for the opportunity to meet you. And Lowell mentioned that you might have some work we could assist with.
There are guests, Lummel, not servants. Must we have the manners talk again?
Please don't misunderstand. We asked to help, that we might learn what life is like in Treno. And with your expertise, we also hoped you could tell us more of how the city utilizes electrope.
If that's the way of it, then I'd be happy to share what I know.
When you spoke earlier, it sounded as if Treno had little electrope to spare. It's difficult to procure, I take it.
We never have as much as we need. And much of what we do have is repurposed. You'll find me digging through the scrap heap whenever some vital device or another breaks down. Repairing that old barrier should be our highest priority. But we just don't have enough electrope on hand to do a proper job.
And the longer we go without access to the mine, the worse it'll get. If only we could scare those beasts away.
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this story way better than stinking
Pass through a mine
Yawntrail.
on the way here.
Eden should be clear of hazards now.
You got rid of them. Just like that.
So, the mine is safe for mining again. Hooray!
Leave the mining to your big brother. All you have to do is fix the tracker.
Yes, very well. If you go, do be careful. And once you get the machinery up and running, make sure to send some electrope over to the barrier service station.
Though we've cleared the mine, there is no telling what else waits outside the barrier. Shall I accompany you?
I'm so glad you asked. Seriously, I don't know what I'd do if I'd had to go alone.
As we did pass through but recently, I expect Raha can keep him safe without our help. In the meantime, shall we assist Ayane with her repair work?
Sure, why not? We can do that. Entirely forgot to ask your names. Do forgive me. I'm Krell, and this is Commanding. Accompanying Omo is Grahatia, your own technology enthusiast. It's lovely to meet you. It feels strange putting you to work, but I'd be lying if I said I don't need the help. In the wake of the event like this, I presume a great deal of labor is required to restore everything to working order. The volume of fixes that need making is one matter, but I could handle it if it weren't for these legs of mine. The paralysis flares up at the worst times, I swear. Paralysis? I can manage a bit of shuffling from one station to the other on a good day, but I usually leave racing around the city to my brother. With him off to the mine, though, someone else needs to take care of the lightning sprites. They're drawn to the discharged aether of slain creatures. I'd offer you the detector to make tracking them down easier, but seeing as Limel has managed to break it yet again... I do have this, though. Toss some at a sprite, and you can suppress its ability to sense aether nearby. That usually gets them wandering out of the city towards more fertile ground. So we need to fight them? We find it safer not to. When threatened, they'll siphon energy from facilities we need to keep our medical services running, or emit bursts that overload nearby systems. For the same reason, I recommend you stick to thoroughfares that will allow you to spot them well in advance. I would hate for you to be injured while helping us. Understood. We'll want to split up again to cover more ground. Are you ready to go? No, I'm not ready. I'm never ready. Speak with Ayane again? No. Gotta survey something. Gotta go over there. Okay. Vantage point. See how this is a vantage point, but okay. You say so. When you scan the area thoroughly, you see no lightning sprites. Alright, on to the next one. No lightning sprites. Next. Folks, if you are on Twitch, there's going to be some ads in about 4 minutes. If you want to skip those bad boys, I just dropped a link to my social, where you can go to whatchamacallit. Whatchamacallit. So you can go to YouTube, where there's no commercials currently, and I'm live. For those of you on YouTube, hey, thanks for hanging out and watching. If you're coming here later to come and watch, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy. And if you want to see more content like this on YouTube, just please hit that like, hit that sub. It's all free, and it lets me know and YouTube know this is the kind of stuff you want to see on your feeds. And then you'll see more of me because I'll do more content like this. Otherwise, just hang out, relax. That link there in chat will take you to all my socials, to include my Twitch links if you want to come watch me on Twitch as well. All right. The vantage point here. Sounds like a lightning sprites. Time to test your tossing arm. Time to test your tossing arm has arrived. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. I think we need to go back. Also, later on, we'll be playing some Diablo 4. Probably won't be until like after Christmas. But we're going to try out the new Paladin class. Because Paladin was a fun class in Diablo 2. So, they finally brought them back Diablo 4. So, we're back. Were there many sprites? Yeah, not really. Just a handful and you're out then. Could be worse. Still, it's important to keep the city free of them. We're much obliged. Skill speed, sure. I'll go skill speed on that one. Yanni seems concerned for Crow. Crow is taking a while. Being new to the city, if something were to happen, she wouldn't know where to go for help. Would you check in on her? She started off in the direction of Town Hall. Perhaps none of them spotted her passing. You're looking you might lost there. Lad, ought I help you? Have you seen a woman in a yellow hood? I presume you mean Crow. Had a good old chat with her earlier. Not to mention she saved my hide. Can't believe I missed that lightning sprite till it was right on top of me. It's thanks to her that I got out unscathed. But awkward. Striking up a conversation after that. and it had been a while since I talked to anyone I haven't known my whole life. She's a kind lass, good at putting folks at ease. Like Malile, I quite enjoyed telling her about the city. When we were done chatting, she went off towards the canal. Had a touch of melancholy about her, though I wasn't sure why. Didn't think it was something I said, but I knew if it was, saying more wouldn't help, so I let her go. Reckon she'd welcome the company of a good friend right now. Alright, and off I go. Coming, friend. Oh, there she is. Why so glum, chum? Is she sad? Super sad face.
Ah, were you looking for me? I only intended to sit down for a moment, but I must have lost track of time. Will you lend me your ear? The source and the ninth. Someday I will have to decide which one to call home. The thought has lingered like a storm cloud in my mind. I've tried to ignore it, remind myself that we have more important matters to contend with. But I cannot keep drifting between these worlds forever. When I first learned the truth of my past, I assumed it would have no bearing on my future. The Source was my home, and the students of Baldessian my purpose. But after meeting my parents, it struck me that to simply choose the Source would be to abandon them. And not only them, but a home I could have loved, had my life gone as it should have. That is why I had to learn more of this place, and the me I could have been.
And now that you have...
I feel even less certain than before. Though we are strangers to them, these people have welcomed us as if we are their own. It's like speaking with old friends. And knowing now the challenges they face, what would it say about me if I just left them behind and returned to the Source? Is that who I am? Who I was meant to be? Or is this where I belong?
Interesting. Thank you for listening. I'm a little less afraid to face the answer now, whatever it may be. And when I find it, I hope you'll be there. But we've kept Yane waiting long enough. Let's hurry back. I'm glad you're both back safe and sound. Now we can relax until my brother does the same with your friend escorting him. He can't get himself into too much trouble unless he tumbles down the stairs into town again, I suppose.
reminds me. The structures near the barrier all seem to be designed for Milala. Is there a reason that those in the center of the city are so much larger?
Oh yes. The center is the oldest part of Treno, built by the Hewn and the Eldite before the Milala came.
So Treno predates the Milala's arrival?
The mayor at the time was kind enough to take our ancestors in, and gave them leave to establish their own residential quarter.
Yet I have seen naught but Milala since we came to the city. Where did the other peoples go?
Alexandria. In the closing days of the Storm Surge, when death and destruction were everywhere, well, they believed it would be safer. Treno didn't have a barrier at first, you see. But one of our industrious brethren had served as tutor in the royal household, and returned to us with knowledge of the barrier's design. It's thanks to him that the city survives to this day.
Might I ask a more personal question? We previously uncovered some records pertaining to the Milala's past. In them, it was written that the Milala left their paradise of eternal summer when a great calamity froze their isles. Understandably, all were not content to leave their homeland behind. Some attempted to return using the same power that had brought them here, but they found the way closed to them. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Tell me, were that golden path to open once more, and you were to find the Milala homeland restored to its former glory, would you go back?
I'd certainly like to see that paradise of eternal summer for myself. Who wouldn't? But it wouldn't be going back. After all, my one and only home is here. Treno, this run-down, beat-up, beautiful city.
You truly love it, don't you?
Do you know what the speaker said when the Milala came to this place? O life, flourish on this faraway shore. Unfurl your fragile petals with fearless joy. Let this sky grant shelter from darkest storm, and here bloom, hand in hand, forevermore. We never forgot those words. Not my ancestors, nor my grandmother, nor my brother and me. That boundless optimism, that communal spirit, that is Treno. No matter what comes or how hard it gets, we'll choose joy over fear and stand together. There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Nowhere else you'd rather be. Perhaps it really is as simple as listening to your heart.
There you go. Quest complete. Earlier you said that your brother couldn't get too much trouble if he was with Raha, but how much trouble is that precisely? One would think they ought to return by now. There they are. Nope, that's not them. Firstly, I hadn't expected to see the two of you again so soon. Take it, Malio's curiosity is sated for the moment. I gave her a brief account of the situation in Alexandria as well as events involving the key. She was most interested in the latter. In fact, it seems that she knew of the relic long before we did and wishes to discuss it with everyone. Would you be able to join us? We need to go get 2 people. She'd love to go straight away, but we are awaiting Raha's return. As we speak, Mala herself is making her rounds throughout the city. We have time. Oh, well, let's go get Raha. Decided to be super duper late. Oh, we just have to wait for him? Is that what we're doing? Okay.
We're back! The mine is in working order, I'm pleased to say.
Nice.
Electrope is being delivered for the barrier even as we speak.
Have you two finished regaling the mayor?
We have. Though she has her own story to tell. Of the key, in fact. We thought you might like to join us at the...
No.
Evacuation alert. All citizens, please proceed to emergency shelters. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
There's that.
Doom train is approaching. Repeat, please proceed to emergency shelters.
The Doom Train. Ooh, is this a trial?
The Doom Train? Wasn't that one of Lindblom's weapons of war? You know of it? I've never seen it myself, but according to Zelenia, it was an armored vehicle used to transport war beasts to the front. In order to prevent them from running wild ere their deployment, a powerful arcane entity was housed in the engine.
The end of the war didn't slow it one bit. Quite the contrary. Fueled by lightning ether, it's been speeding across the continent ever since.
Bam.
The Doom Train and its beasts bring death and destruction everywhere it goes. It's a veritable calamity on rails. It passed near Trenno some years ago, claiming many lives, including our parents. I must go and repair the barrier as swiftly as possible. Without it, we haven't got a chance.
You can't be serious! You'll never finish in time, and you'll be right in its path.
I have to try. For Trenno.
Yane, no!
It seems my services are required once more.
I'll go with you. Perhaps my knowledge of Electrope will be of use.
Boss beat down. Thanks for hanging out.
Fighter like you two. Keep her safe, will you? Please?
While destroying the Doom Train would be preferable, we should seek to delay its advance at the very least.
You can't be thinking of fighting it head on. That's madness.
Trust me, we can handle this. Fought in harder things than this stupid train.
If your mind is made up, there may be a way. There's a freight depot not far from us. We can use the train that stopped there.
Raha mentioned that before, did he not?
The Doom Train will have to pass through the depot to reach Trenno. And since the evacuation alert was only just triggered, we might be able to reach it first.
So, we commandeer this freight train, match our speed to the enemy's, and use it as a platform from which we launch a sustained counteroffensive. Is that your proposal?
It'd be better than trying to smash the bloody thing before it runs us all over. And if it might save a Yawntrail, I'll do whatever it takes.
You'll stay here. I'll do it.
Let me drive the train. That will leave you free to concentrate on the fight.
Lumo.
I need to grab a few things. Meet me by the gate.
Anyone can stop the speeding weapon of war. It is commanding, but we must also recognize the threat posed by its company of beasts. Its influence is so powerful that even as it barrels ahead, enthralled creatures continue to follow it, and the train may well gather additional minions as well as it draws near. There's no telling how many will charge Penno's gate, so we should prepare for the worst. Perhaps Yasholda and I ought to remain on guard here. I'm inclined to agree. Commanding, while you remove the head of this metal serpent, we will attend to the defense of the city. Among other things, we must do what we can to ensure the citizens get to shelter before the fighting begins. Godspeed. Heck yeah. Let's do it, Warriors of Light. I think we're going to walk here. We're going to unlock it because I think it's a trial. And then after that, we're probably going to call it a night. And we'll do it tomorrow. But we'll be back streaming tomorrow, folks. Right. The place where we're headed is the Bentini Depot. Although Cherno has its own railway station, our assailants from earlier left it in need of significant repairs. Thus, we'll be taking a hover cargo. My friend here has volunteered for the mission, and yes, I did explain the dangers. The cargo is equipped with a portable barrier, and frankly, I'm great at my job. I guaranteed our safety during the ride. What happens once we get to Bentini, well, that's your problem. It certainly is. Let me know when we're ready to move out. Savage, crucial. Direct hit, critical hit. Let's do critical hit. Alright, folks, we are going to stay right here. I am going to log out, and we will continue tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I will see you next time in the game. Or, well, I'll see you tomorrow in the game. Alright, have a good one. Bye-bye now. Boss feet down. Thanks for hanging out and lurking and working. Hope you have a good night. Bye, everyone.